Next up is our online student speaker, Beth Grosso.
Hi, everyone. I am so thankful for the opportunity to be speaking to you all today alongside my classmates and esteemed faculty. It's truly a dream come true. Well, my actual dream was to be addressing you all in person, walking across the stage in front of a large audience, and I'm sure you all had that same dream too. But I'm choosing to remember that despite these major changes in plans and the many, many losses that have occurred in our lives as a result, nothing can take away all of our hard work or this major achievement for which we are gathered here today. I'm also grateful for the unrelenting support of my family, friends, and colleagues, many of whom are able to join today when they otherwise wouldn't have. I'm sure I speak for all of us when I extend a heartfelt thank you to the strong communities we each belong to that have bolstered us, especially in times like these. And isn't it sort of poetic? Isn't it fitting that we would be inducted into the social work profession during a literal pandemic? We stand on the front lines, well positioned to address the crises at hand, poised to make a difference in the lives of the people and the systems we support. We will each accomplish this in different ways with different populations of people, and yet our mission is the same: promote equity, fight for social justice, and advocate for the underrepresented. I am honored to serve as a representative of the MSW online cohort of graduates. Choosing an online MSW program might seem contradictory to social work principles that are based on the art of human-to-human connection, but it also creates space for social workers like myself and many of my classmates for whom a campus-based program wasn't feasible. The online program embodies meeting people where they're at. It builds capacity in a field that so desperately needs more people like us, people with deep, rich life and work experiences that they carry with them. During this time of COVID, I think we've all experienced what happens when you don't have the opportunity for in-person connection. You're forced to work harder to foster strong, meaningful connections. And that's something that the MSW online program has some existing expertise in. I love that social workers approach everything that we do using a strength-based lens, with an automatic assumption that everyone is doing their best with what they have, and that when given the right tools, they can accomplish anything. I work at the Center for START Services at UNH's Institute on Disability, and we do something called strength spotting, identifying strengths in others and telling them about what we see. This not only highlights strengths in others, but it also builds our own strengths. So if I may, I'd like to spot 8 strengths that I see in the graduating class of 2020. Creativity. The MSW class of 2020 uses their creativity to think outside the box, to conceptualize new and more useful ways of doing things. From creativity comes wisdom. It helps us adapt to challenges like the one we're facing now. Fairness. We're committed to full inclusion, ensuring that everyone has a seat at the table and that their voice is heard. Bravery, for daring to show up and have the hard conversations, for trying things even when we're not sure we'll succeed, for standing on the front lines even when we're afraid, for giving graduation speeches in front of large audiences of family and friends. Our bravery leads to the greater good of others. Perspective. Our perspective is one of the greatest gifts we offer to those we support. Our ability to see the big picture and offer alternate points of view is one of the primary ways that we drive change. Leadership. For the many ways we motivate others to believe in the power of transformational change. Leadership involves setting goals and accomplishing them. Check. Enlisting effective help. Check. Building coalitions. Check. And knowing how to engage in difficult discussions. Perseverance. It's why we're all here today, because we persevered. We stuck with it through obstacles and challenges, and despite it all, we persist. Kindness. In helping put together today's student recognition PowerPoint, I lost count of how many times I saw the word kindness, and that's not a surprise. It's an MSW prerequisite, I think, and it's a shared strength amongst all of us. And last but not least, hope. In a recent presentation I attended, the presenter, a positive psychologist by the name of Dr. Dan Tomasulo, said, "Hope is a verb. Hope is self-determination and the belief that goals can be reached in a multitude of ways. We have hope for ourselves as we enter into the social work field, and we offer hope to those we serve." So fellow MSW class of 2020, I urge you to carry all of these strengths and more with you as we venture out into the many diverse roles we'll serve in our communities. While there is so much uncertainty in our lives right now, there are many certainties. We are going to show up for the people and the systems we support. We are going to continue to believe the best in humanity. We are going to connect, bridge, and build. My wish for you all is that you continue to be the spark plugs in your communities, to cast light on injustices and to use that light to illuminate strengths in one another. And lastly, remember that hope is a verb. Try something, try anything, because who knows, maybe your anything is tomorrow's something. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Carter.